Hi fans of high quality entertainment. I'm giving away this poster, the Beach Boys Smile, which has been on my wall for about 5 years. It needs a new home. All you need to do is comment below how much you would love to own the poster, and I will pick a winner in a few days. So stay tuned for that. And so now on to the rest of the video. Please watch it, please leave a thumbs up, and please leave a comment below besides the poster. Hi there. Just letting y'all know I did a discography review on Creedence Clearwater Revival's albums on my ASMR channel. Just uploaded that today, so check it out if you like. This, like I've said before, I have so many video ideas, so many things I want to do, but this idea just came to me while reading something on the band I love, Sparks. I was reading some comment from a former member of the band, and it was negative about the Mael brothers, Ron and Russell Mael. But of course, you're going to read that about any artist in rock and roll, you know, the good and the bad. And so I started thinking, I wonder, for instance, can you still love an artist's music if you don't like the artist themselves? Like especially if you hate the artist. And when I thought of that myself, in a way yes, and in a way no. For instance, Mike Love, he's known throughout the rock music world as, I don't want to say the word, but you know what I'm saying, what I'm thinking. But I still enjoy the Beach Boys' music and his vocals on some of the songs. And then again, there's two sides to everything. What I think is probably every band, every artist has some negative aspects to them and some positive. But for me, I gave up on U2 about probably really a couple of years ago, but especially last year with their iTunes crap and everything. It's like, I've had enough of you guys. Goodbye. And recently on the intranet, they had a new album coming out at some point this year called Songs of Experience, and they've canceled it because Donald Trump is going to be the new president of the United States, and they've decided to go on this tour, 30th anniversary tour for the Joshua Tree. And so, you know, they're kind of once again playing with politics and all that. It's like, I don't know. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like, I always have trouble saying his name, Bono. I always say Bono, he's a bonehead. That don't like him, but I will say this for him to defend him. You know, yeah, he's super rich, but at least he's trying to give back, I guess, in his own way. And any footage I see of him with fans, he's treating them great. But for me, what really turned me off was U2 always trying to stay current and just, you know, have the hit singles and all that, and it just completely turned me off the band. Not that I dislike their music, because I'm even thinking of doing a ranking from worst to best of the Joshua Tree. So that might be coming up. And, you know, for instance, Paul McCartney, you know, egos get involved in all of this, all of these rock stars. Of course they have egos. Paul McCartney has a big ego, but I can't blame the guy. If you were probably the number one songwriter in the universe of all time, you're bound to have an ego. And as long as you keep it sort of under control, which I think he does for the most part, I'm fine with it. I think if you're going to put yourself out in the public, you have to have a little bit of confidence in yourself, and so a little bit of ego. I've got a little bit of ego, or why would I be doing these videos for others to watch. I mean, you have to have a little bit of confidence in yourself, I guess, without going overboard. Now, I get most of you have heard of the Guess Who, but in Canada they're of course even better known, as is their singer Burton Cummings, who had a great solo career here in Canada. And I've heard things about him not being the nicest guy. And when I saw him in Belleville, Ontario a few years back, he's got his own Facebook page and he posts some very interesting stuff on music. You should check it out. But anyway, 3 years ago I wrote to him on Facebook saying I really enjoyed the concert, blah, 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 and not expecting him to write back. And he wrote back and I thought, wow, that's nice of him to take a few seconds out of his life to communicate with a total stranger. So, you know, I have respect for somebody like that. If I remember, the comment will be here in his response. And then the thing is, though, I never wrote to him again because, you know, you don't want to bother the guy. But that just made me respect him more. And, you know, there's always good and bad with everybody. There's positives and negatives. Everybody can be a a-hole. And so what I'm trying to get to is, are there certain artists that you like their music but you can't really listen to it or you won't buy it because you don't like the person? Simple question. And remember to answer that question, and also in the comment section below, tell me why you want that pet sounds, that smile poster of the Beach Boys. I will personally deliver it to your house. I'm just joking about that. I'll just send it off, mail it to you.